going on YouTube? This your brother Chocolate Bay, you guys. A quick video, as you already know. Whew, y'all. So, okay, I'm gonna give my honest opinion regarding surviving Jaguar Wright. I did purchase, y'all, the $15 membership to Patreon, but I only saw the second part, and it was 2 hours, like an hour and 57 minutes. Baby, I skipped through, but I didn't watch the first part. I saw it yesterday, and I will say this. Okay, whew. Jaguar Wright's ex-husband was on there, and he was just giving some feedback regarding how they met. They, after 3 months of meeting each other, they moved in together, which was, in my opinion, very fast. He talked about her being basically promiscuous and cheating. And I'll say this. They got married, I believe he said, when she was 21 or 22. I think that's too young, too early to get married to someone. I do believe, y'all, in the sanctity of marriage, but 22, and you expect this person that's a musician, basically, that travels with her job, gone months and months at a time. She's around attractive, famous musicians, rappers, singers, to be faithful to you. And I don't think that they really knew what they were getting into. He also mentioned that his mom didn't want, well, the mom didn't like her, but he married her anyway. The dad married them. And I think they were very too young to even get married. Even Jaguar Wright, even watching her video, she's been completely honest regarding like being promiscuous and cheating on her husband. Like they even during this interview, y'all, the documentary, TashaK even played her videos where she was saying how she slept around, and she mentioned Talib Kweli a lot and several musicians she slept with and rappers. So to me, I just think they were very young. And this guy, the husband, baby, he seems like a cool dude, a good dude. I just think he was over his head with Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright is a strong woman. She's boisterous. She's outspoken. I just think that, and he seems timid and quiet. I think that he just couldn't handle her. She needs a special man, y'all. A strong man that could handle her. This man could not ring her in. He could not. They were extremely young. They really didn't know what they were getting into, and they were not ready. And she even mentioned Jaguar Wright about him coming to a concert or somewhere. Someone had gave him, I think, some information about her sleeping with someone, I think Talib Kweli, and about him storming down there trying to go off on her and him. And I'm just like it's too much. And even with this documentary, I want to say, TashaK, it was well put, baby. I want kudos, my love, kudos. Like, you were professional. You seemed very unbiased. You didn't assert your opinion on him. And I don't want to mention the son. Out of respect for Jaguar Wright and the husband and the family, I will not mention the son. But I just think that they were extremely too young to get married. She was completely honest. And the thing is with this, y'all, they stayed married for 8 years. And the thing is, after this continuous cheating, she's on the road for months, I'm sure months and months at a time. You knew what this road was gonna, like, what was gonna end. You knew what it was gonna take you down. And the husband, like, he seems like a good dude. He raised his boy basically by himself. He has custody. Well, now he's 18, but, you know, prior he had custody, and he seems like a good black dude. But I think it's faults on both ends. They really didn't know what they were doing. While she was cheating, I'm like, so you were just at home twiddling your fingers while she was cheating? And that's just how that went. You like the, you know, the insecure husband at home while your wife is screwing all these men, and you didn't mess around and do nothing, really? Like, some of this stuff is just, it's just like, well, is it true? Because there's so many questions and layers regarding what actually happened. And I'm thinking, like, 8 years of this, 8 years, and you didn't do nothing. He mentioned violence. I think even Jaguar mentioned violence. I just think they were just too young, too immature to even get married. She wasn't ready. I know at 22, I'm not, hell no. I'm not marrying no damn body at no 22, really? And I just think he was over his head. He thought the marriage, well, he thought things was going to be different. I think he really loved Jaguar, and I think she loved him as well, but they just were not ready. I think he tried to make it work, but 8 years, y'all, and you knew what was going on. And the thing is, I hate the double standards. You know, we have double standards. If a man's cheat, if, you know, men cheat all the time, baby. If they cheat on their wives or boyfriends or whatever, it's fine. But when a woman does it, it's just, oh, she's a whore, she's a slut, this and that. But I'm thinking, like, you knew what was up. And 8 years? And I'm thinking as well, I think he also stayed because it was financially beneficial for him. She's working with all these celebrities, I'm sure making good money, and you just at home while she's screwing everybody. I think it's faults on both sides, and I don't think that. I mean, he played the part of being like the quiet guy, and shy and just subtle. But I don't think he was, at that time probably that subtle. I think he tried to make it work. He seems like a good dude that loved her. But Jaguar Wright needs a strong man, baby, that could reel her in. This dude, she has a lot of masculine energy. This dude could not reel her in. He could not. She needs a strong man to hold her down because, baby, this was not going anywhere. And the thing is, even with Jaguar Wright and her story, she's been honest regarding sexuality, her sleeping with men while she was married. She's been completely honest. Now, I do believe in the sanctity of marriage, but 22, she's traveling with all these men. What do you expect? And for him, I mean, this house husband that's just there and, oh my, where's my wife? I'm just here alone. No, I think it's false on both sides. I'm sure he did a lot of dirt as well as she did, but I do think that women can be toxic in relationships and they can ruin good men. And I think in this instance, that could be the case. I think he experienced a lot with her, and that changed him for the worse, regarding marriage and how to be treated. And I just think that he didn't know how to handle her. She's, baby, she'll need a bull. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, with her and Tasha, they're very similar. They're very strong-headed, boisterous, loud black women, and dark-skinned. And I think with those type of women, they're labeled incorrectly as mean, aggressive, nasty, overbearing, and it's just a bad rap that these type of women get. And the thing I feel with Jaguar Wright, she's unapologetically her. She is not going to change. But I think if she came on camera crying, oh, I made this mistake, I made that mistake, I think people would have a different perception of her. But I think through these interviews, stories we've seen regarding her speaking, she's been completely her. I mean, I haven't seen much of a difference. I mean, they married very young. I don't see much of a difference. He knew what he was getting into, and so did she. So did she. But he did mention violence. I don't believe in hitting anybody. I think she burned him on the neck or something like that. I think that's just too much. Baby, everybody keep your hands off of each other. And even with this documentary, it was very well put. Tasha did an excellent job. But to me, I was waiting for the smoking gun. I'm like, baby, I'm looking for a plot, hire to kill. I'm looking for fraud charges. All I see was two bitter, mad couple that's divorced, that's upset with each other. I didn't see any type of, aha, I was waiting on that. Aha, I gotcha, we got her. To me, it wasn't like that. Disgruntled exes that were married that's pissed off at each other. That's what I got from this. I didn't get an aha moment. I gotcha. And even during this the interview, he mentioned her mental health. He said that she did tell him something regarding either he said she did or the family, but I believe he said her. But even in regards to that, you guys, I'm just like, okay, you married to this woman, she mentions her mental health. If she mentions that, then to me, it's almost like she's taking ownership of her diagnosis or something that's going on with her mentally. And I'm like, well, did you encourage her to get help? If she was on medication, did you see what type of medication it was? Do you know do you know the doctor she saw? Do you know where the office is located? He's like, he didn't really know. But I'm just like, if she's honest enough to tell you regarding her diagnosis or something regarding her mental health, you don't know the prognosis. You don't know if she was taking medication, she's in therapy. Like, that just didn't make much sense. So it's just like someone tell you they have cancer. Like, you will ask, additional questions. You're not going to be like, oh, you're going to be like, well, maybe what stage are you? Is there anything I can assist you with? Is there anything I can help you with? But to me, he just seemed like, I don't know, like that was very tricky. I don't quite believe that. If she tells you that she has, something with mental health and y'all are married, baby, people usually, I would ask questions like, what's going on? What can I help you with? Do we need to find you a doctor, a therapist, a counselor? It's just like he didn't know. And he didn't say much. But altogether, I think it was a well put together documentary. Editing was phenomenal. Tasha looked good, baby. Tasha, baby, who's your barber? Because because baby, I need a barber bad now. But I think she did well. She was very professional. But I just think, I hate to say this, I almost like clickbait, y'all. $15 for this, like, baby, I could call up, baby, a friend. I could go to the gas station, baby. Who's divorced? Who husband and wife pissed off at the one that divorced their ass? Like, I didn't see a smoking gun. Like, did she, plot to hire to kill somebody, baby, fraud? Did she take all your money out your bank account? Did she give you a STI, STD? Like, what? You mad at her because she was cheating and messing around on you, and what else? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else? Because I need more than you pissed off because she was holding around. Like, I didn't see much. I think even with TashaK showing Jaguar's clips, it's just like, well, she's been honest regarding her past, regarding not being faithful to her then husband. And I'm just like, it's not like it's just something that's not a secret. She's been honest. You playing her clips of what she's saying. It's like they were almost corroborating her statements of what actually took place during their marriage. So I don't know. I mean, I need a little bit more. It just seemed like he's disgruntled. He's still angry. I do think he's a good guy. I applaud him for raising his black son. He seems to be a, you know, well-rounded, smart, intelligent young man. And I don't want to get into that because, you know, I respect for the family, but I just needed more. It didn't seem like much to go with regarding a woman that was just cheating on you. She was your wife. She was singing for celebrities, background singer. She has a couple of records. And what else? Like, I feel like even during the marriage, it was beneficial to him because she was making money and bringing in money. So it's just like a woman that's cheated on. Especially if the man got money, baby, she'll forgive him and get more out the deal, maybe a new car, a diamond ring. But I mean, it's mind-boggling, like regarding infidelity and cheating. People are more forthcoming into, I guess, forgiving a man opposed to a woman. And she was 22 at the time, and they were married for 8 years, so you knew exactly what was going to go down. So I needed more, but I mean, to me, it was a good documentary. I don't blame Jaguar for any. Well, I think they both are to blame, him as well as her. But I didn't find any too much of anything. Okay, they were both whores, or she was like cheating on each other. Okay, and what else? Did she stab you, baby? Did she stab you in the heart? Or were you rushed to the emergency room? And then regarding her mental health, I think they could have got. I mean, you're alluding or saying she has mental issues. Do you guys have documentation of her attacking a person, attacking one of her, someone in the music industry? Do you have pictures of her in a straitjacket? Do you have letters if she was at a hospital or a facility, she was writing to you guys? What tangible information do you have besides two people that's mad as hell at each other? I need a little bit more, y'all. But comment below, peace.